On the other side, the big language war. Ladies and gentlemen, the language battle is brewing into a full-blown tornado sweeping from the north all the way to the peninsular India. Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has made it abundantly clear that he will not back down. In a stirring address, he accused the central government of plotting an insidious scheme to impose Hindi and Sanskrit on Tamil Nadu, insisting that he would fiercely protect the Tamil language from an unwelcome takeover. Stalin's passionate rallying cry is met with criticism from the governor, who has argued that the rigid two-language policy in the state is robbing students of crucial opportunities. But it's not just Stalin taking a stand. Telangana and Punjab have joined the fight, pledging that regional languages will be a non-negotiable part of the school curriculum. Meanwhile, the centre is digging in its heels, showing no signs of backing off, calling Stalin's allegations as superficial attempts to create divisions within the society, and even putting the spotlight on Rahul Gandhi, given his role as a member of parliament representing the Hindi-speaking constituency of Raebareli in Uttar Pradesh. Listen in to the war of words.
It is unfortunate that the governor is also involved in the fake propaganda about support for third language in Tamil Nadu. The real voice of Tamil Nadu is from the oppressed, is from the downtrodden and the people living in rural areas. Certainly that is not the case. They do not support imposition of third language on them.
Why should Rahul Gandhi clarify what his issue is? Congress's old issue has always been, we had already brought out the three-language formula in this nation. The fear of states like Tamil Nadu and others is that government of India might try to impose Hindi as it did earlier. And why is it that the government of India has not been able to clarify this to the Tamilians?
अपनी राजनीति को बनाए रखने के लिए कुछ लोग इस तरह से राष्ट्रीय एकता और राष्ट्र के लिए अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण राष्ट्र के गौरव, इन सब पर भी राजनीतिक टीका टिप्पणी करने से चूकते नहीं। हिंदी भारत की राष्ट्रभाषा है और उसके लिए इस तरह की टिप्पणी करना, ऐसे भाषा बोलने वाले लोगों के विषय में कोई आस्था और श्रद्धा ही होनी चाहिए।
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate with Ajay Alok is Professor Jyotsna Tirunagri, national spokesperson of the TDP. Joining me live from Hyderabad. Joining me in the studios here is Salim Dharanidharan, national spokesperson of the DMK. Varun Purohit, leader of the Congress party. Babbi Badal, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi party, joining me live from Chandigarh. And I want to ask you, Salim Dharanidharan, why are you making it about, allergy to Hindi? Nobody is imposing Hindi. Three languages gives you the option. You can keep Tamil, you can keep English, you can keep a third language. In fact, when we were in school, when the BJP was not in power, we had three languages. We learnt English, Hindi, and maybe a foreign language. Some, I did French, somebody else did German, somebody did Spanish, somebody did Sanskrit. There were options available, but it gave students a skill. Why are we suddenly finding this as a battle against the BJP because they have suggested a three-language formula?
No. I think that we can't look into the issue in an isolated manner. Firstly and foremost, the problem erupted because the funding for SSA, Samara Shiksha Abhiyan, was denied to Tamil Nadu and several other opposition ruled states. When the state kept asking why the funds are not released, they said we have not signed MOU for NEP. Right? But NEP, DMK as such, is opposed from the beginning. So why should the funds to SSA be denied? Because we have not signed NEP. Both are unrelated, not related together at all. They are not intertwined. So that is a problem number one. And then we had several issues with the NEP. Firstly and foremost, we think in a country like India, there can't be centrally sponsored schemes because there can't be one fit solution, because each state have a profound diversity in socio-economic growth. So one state is very compares with states with the countries of the European Union, and some states do only as good as Sub-Saharan Africa. But each state should have tailor-made.
What does that have to do with education? Don't you think? I'm not talking at all from a political perspective. I'm talking as a mother. If I'm in a transferable job, and I want Ajay Alok to answer this. If I'm in a transferable job, if I have children, today I'm in Delhi, tomorrow maybe I'm posted to Chennai. Should my child go through an upheaval in the style of education?
I'll tell you the problem is, let's say, the national education policy says by 2030 the gross enrollment ratio should be 50% across India. But Tamil Nadu obtained that in 2011 itself. So in many metrics we are 20 years ahead. And many of the proposed things in NEP have already been implementation in Tamil Nadu.
Great. But so you're the leading light.
Yes, so that's why I'm saying you follow us. Why should we follow something? When we are 20 years ahead.
Is this an ego battle, Ajay Alok?
It's not an ego battle.
Is this an ego battle, Ajay Alok?
See, this kind of a language divide which they want to create just for their own political benefit is an old gimmick of these people. It's an old gimmick. If you take you back in the history, in 1907 to 1914 during the Congress government when C. Rajagopalachari was there, the first anti-Hindi agitation started. And when Congress resigned in 1939, again the Hindi restriction was taken away. But you know what is the reality today in Tamil Nadu? There are 3 types of Tamil which is being spoken all across the state. Majority of the written language is English. What is the problem? Who's taking the local language? Today the Stalin tweeted about the Hindi language, that many Hindi language like Maithili, Bhojpuri, Avdhi, Jaunpuri, these are all getting faded and Hindi is engulfing them. No sir, Hindi is not engulfing them. Hindi is the mother of the all language. Sanskrit is mother of the all language. You just want to create a language barrier just for your own political benefit, which is not going to happen because this is a changing world. I mean, your 90% of your population speaks Hindi, English more better than anyone else in the India. We appreciate that. If English and Hindi, what is the problem with Hindi? Tamil Nadu is always there to stay. We are not taking away any language. NEP is a progressive thing.
Nobody is changing the identity. Nobody is taking away Tamil language. Then Professor Jyotsna Tirunagri, where is the problem? Why is there so much of an agitation for the 3-language norm? As I said, in our childhood, we've gone through it. We've gone through it. Humne padhi hai 3. We have read those 3 languages. English, Hindi, or whichever state you were in. You know, my parents were posted in Maharashtra. I've studied Marathi for a while, Bengali for a while. What is the big deal?
Navika ji, I think the problem is with the mindset of the people who are opposing it. I'll tell you here. Here we are talking about 3 languages. One is our regional language, second is our national language, and third is the international language, whichever language you want to. If you remember, yes, as you correctly quoted Navika ji, during our school days also, you had a first language, second language, and third language. So the option was given to you which one you choose as the third language. But Hindi was compulsory for us then. I did Hindi, and today it really helps me when I come across as the, in my national arena, it gives me a lot of help. Because I lived in Bangalore for quite some time, I lived in Hyderabad, I lived in Delhi for quite some time. Yes, it was helpful. So now, one thing is, I really don't understand when we ask or when we say that Hindi can also be included, why there is a problem and why they try to say that we are masking the regional language. Absolutely not. I am perfect in Telugu, it's my regional language. I am perfect in Hindi, it's my national language, and I am also perfect in one of the international language, English. As simple as that. And it makes my life easier today. To navigate it's very easy. And I want my kids also to do the same.
As professional demands increase, let me get in Babbi Badal from Punjab, because I'm a Punjabi too. Babbi Badal ji, I've never lived in Punjab as such till I was working. पर मैनू पंजाबी आंदी है, किसी ने मैनू मना तो नहीं किया कि पंजाबी ना सीखो. I know Punjabi. Wow. So English, Hindi, Punjabi, I can speak in Marathi, आमी बांग्ला कथा बोलते पारे. What is the problem? If I know three languages, if I know Bhojpuri also, I've studied in Jharkhand and Bihar. Why should that be an impediment? Why are we creating a problem? You want to keep your regional language on priority? Yes, please do. The 3-language system allows you to do that. But where is the problem that is arising, or is this only a political problem? Because the BJP is making a policy, so we must oppose this. The Congress made the same policy in the past. Where were you people then? अच्छा, आम आदमी पार्टी तो थी नहीं.
Thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you for giving the time to Aam Aadmi Party to put its views across. Naviji, the problem is not with the policy. There are a lot of things in the policy which we don't like. But the problem lies in the track record of BJP and its methods of shoving policies down people's throats without consultation, without negotiation. Whatever they think, they feel is in the interest of the country, and they might be wrong also. They just go ahead. Their approach is my way or the highway. So this is basically the crux of the problem. Now
Sir,
let me explain.
The TDP spokesperson is here. She is not a BJP spokesperson. She has no problem with it. So they have consulted all views, and she comes from a southern state. So it's not as if they have not been taken on board. Problem is, nobody is shoving any policy down your throat, sir. The problem is you have to win elections to be able to be in a position to form policy. And is that the problem, Varun Purohit ji, that everybody in the opposition is facing? हम सरकार में नहीं है तो हम नहीं मानते. जाओ, जो करना है करो. Is that kind of politics and non-cooperation that is happening?
सबसे पहले तो आपको सैल्यूट करता हूं, आपने इतनी लैंग्वेजेस का जो बोला टीवी के ऊपर, तो ऐसे बहुत कम लोग हैं जो सारी लैंग्वेजेस बोलते हैं और रियल इंडियन होता है जो ऐसी भाषा का प्रयोग कर सकते हैं. अब जो ये बात चल रही है, अभी आपने कहा पॉलिटिक्स की बात है, तो जो 10 साल में मोदी काल का मैनेजमेंट है ना, पॉलिटिकल मैनेजमेंट, वो देखने को मिल रहा है. अटल जी के टाइम तो ऐसी बात ही नहीं हुई जब भी बीजेपी की सरकार थी. और दूसरी जो हिंदी भाषा की बात हो रही है, हिंदी राजभाषा है. कई भाषी क्षेत्र में संविधान के अनुसार हिंदी में कार्य करना अनिवार्य है. क्या भारतीय जनता पार्टी के 10 साल में इन्होंने यूपी बिहार जो कई भाषी क्षेत्र है उसमें कंपलसरी कर दिया है. ये इनकी जो पॉलिसी है पॉलिटिक्स के हिसाब से कुछ ना कुछ थोपने की है, तो उसका रिएक्शन आता है. आपने स्कूल डेज की बात की, मैं भी बहुत छोटा सा था, तमिलनाडु घूमने गए थे, रामेश्वरम, तो नागरकोइल और उधर के इलाके में हिंदी विरोध बहुत ज्यादा था, लेकिन कालांतर में हिंदी का विरोध समाप्त हो गया. अभी
थ्री लैंग्वेजेस आपने पढ़ी थी कि नहीं? वरुण पुरोहित जी, डिड यू स्टडी 3 लैंग्वेजेस? आप जब स्कूल में थे आपने 3 लैंग्वेजेस पढ़ी कि नहीं?
मैंने आपका सैल्यूट इसीलिए किया कि आपने सबको स्कूल डेज याद करा दिए. मेरे तो सेंट जेवियर स्कूल में भी एक्स्ट्रा लैंग्वेजेस भी फादर्स सिखाते थे, और ज्यादातर फादर्स तमिल, मलयाली या कन्नड़ होते थे, आज भी हैं वही. तो वो तो इश्यू ही नहीं है. इश्यू है पॉलिटिकल, आप जो कह रहे हो ना पॉलिटिक्स की बात. तो आज स्टालिन के तो चुनाव है नहीं अभी वहां, तो जो पॉलिटिक्स करेंगे, ये पॉलिटिक्स तो केंद्र सरकार जो बीजेपी लेड, मोदी लेड बीजेपी सरकार है.
You just hit the nail on the head. Salam Dharnidharan, isn't this all about politics? Because I'm trying to learn Tamil. I must confess I don't know very good, but on a renda moon nalu anju aru I also know. I want to learn more. Tanni Kundava I have learned. You know, some simple things we all learn, and we have a fascination for learning. Why are we making these imaginary walls where none exist? You are an Indian, I'm an Indian. I appreciate your language. It's very musical. MS Subbalakshmi, who can forget her? Did she need any language to stop her from becoming famous? Are we making a mountain out of a molehill in this language war? That's really the only question I have.
I will answer. See, I think there's a misconception that DMK is against Hindi or any language. We are not against any language. We are only against imposition of any particular language in Tamil Nadu, right? I speak 5 languages, but in school I learned English and Tamil. And after my 12th, I had to go to Bhopal. Within 3 months, I picked up Hindi. Then, walks of life, I had to live in Austria and France. I picked up subsequently French and German, right? Subsequently. But the fact of the matter is, why are you imposing it in school?
Okay.
Right? When you say 3 out of 3 languages, when you say 2 languages...
all I know is there is a dialogue that is required, there is communication that is required, and there is opening up of the doors and windows of the mind that is required. Otherwise, of course, politics can shut everything and shut it and seal it forever. Please, political parties, sit down, thrash it out, and let's move forward. Doesn't behove a country of this diversity to have wars between languages, because each one of us is an Indian, and that's what really matters. We leave it at that. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on the News Hour. Good night, viewers. I'll see you on Monday. Have a safe weekend.